Okay, let's dive right into this. Hey everyone, and welcome back. If you are a focused learner looking to expand your linguistic horizons today, you are absolutely in the right place. In this explainer, we're going to unpack a single, truly fascinating piece of language from our source material. We are looking at a very specific Portuguese phrase that just beautifully bridges the gap between physical movement and human psychology. It's honestly a perfect example of how languages don't just translate word for word, you know? Instead, they translate feelings, instincts, and reactions. So let's decode this together.
Atrás. I'm just going to pause for a second so you can really absorb that target vocabulary. Two simple words, but put them together and they form this incredibly common, highly expressive Portuguese idiom. When you're tackling a new language, idioms like this are literally the secret key to sounding natural and truly getting how native speakers view the world. You can't just plug them into a standard dictionary without understanding the specific cultural context behind them. So how do we begin to unpack pé atrás? Well, we start by looking at exactly what the words themselves mean.
Section 1. Literal meaning. Foot back.
And this brilliantly illustrates that exact point. On the left, we've got the Portuguese phrase pé atrás, and on the right, its literal English translation, foot back. Pé means foot, and atrás means back or behind. Think about the physical imagery going on here. It's actually kind of funny when you picture it literally. Just imagine someone physically stepping 1 foot backward right in the middle of a conversation, or like exactly as they're being handed a contract to sign. It's a very visceral, physical response. But of course, native speakers aren't actually doing a little reverse step dance every time they use this idiom.
Which brings us to Section 2, real meaning, being cautious.
Now, what's really interesting here is how flawlessly that physical action we just talked about translates into human emotion. According to our source material, when someone says they have a pé atrás, they are describing one of 3 very specific emotional states towards someone or something. First up, they might be cautious. Imagine walking into a situation that just doesn't feel right. You naturally pull back a bit to assess the room, right? Second, it means being suspicious. If a deal sounds way too good to be true, your gut instinct is definitely not to jump in with both feet. And third, it indicates being hesitant. You aren't fully committing, you're intentionally keeping your distance to protect yourself. The literal act of stepping back perfectly embodies these exact feelings of caution, suspicion, or hesitation. It's a psychological protective mechanism, articulated flawlessly in just 2 little words.
Section 3. Start learning Portuguese today.
Let's see how this builds, because the creators of our source material don't just want to teach you one isolated phrase and then walk away. They're asking a massive, direct question. Do you want to learn Portuguese? They are outright inviting you to send a message and book a trial lesson for free. It's a completely zero-risk way to take this newfound linguistic curiosity and, actually turn it into a tangible skill.
So the crucial point is this. We've successfully decoded the idiom, we completely understand the psychology behind it, and we have a clear invitation sitting right in front of us. Are you keeping your foot back, or are you ready to book that free trial lesson? Are you going to remain cautious, suspicious, and hesitant, or are you going to step forward and learn something brand new today? I'm going to leave you to chew on that thought. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope to see you stepping forward into your next big learning adventure.